Big Blue, stop right now. MetLife Stadium just exploded with breaking news, and one single veteran signature is shaking up the entire depth chart right now. A total non-guaranteed minimum contract was handed out, and John Harbaugh's wide receiver room just turned into an absolute war zone. Insiders confirmed the roster bubble is officially on fire, and here is your first quick payoff. While Malik Nabers recovers, a familiar fan favorite is taking starter reps with the primary offense, while young draft picks slide down the board. If New York stands tall, the Eagles and Cowboys crumble. Hit like and subscribe right now to claim your spot in Big Blue Nation. We start with the slot battle that just turned training camp upside down. Stay tuned until the end for our double cliffhanger. Shadows over East Rutherford. Whispers turned into footsteps. The name? Braxton Berrios. Now watch the shift across this entire offense. When Gunnar Olszewski went down with a season-ending Achilles tear back in spring, the coaching staff was forced to immediately rethink special teams and secondary receiver roles. Enter Braxton Berrios, a 7-year NFL veteran who signed a zero-guaranteed veteran minimum contract in early June, alongside high-profile names like Odell Beckham Jr. and Juju Smith-Schuster. Most league experts wrote him off as a simple camp body, expecting him to be cut before Week 1. But as training camp sessions unfold, Berrios is doing the unthinkable by violently crashing the wide receiver depth chart and making an undeniable case for the final roster. The question wasn't if New York needed depth, but who would step into the void. The Athletic insider Dan Dugan pointed out that while Berrios has benefited from facing second-string slot cornerbacks during team drills, his raw on-field production can no longer be ignored by the front office. Originally drafted in the 6th round of the 2018 draft by New England out of Miami, Berrios built his reputation over 4 productive seasons with the New York Jets, accumulating 140 career receptions for 1,360 yards and 6 receiving touchdowns. He earned first-team All-Pro honors back in 2021 after leading the entire NFL with an incredible 30.4 yards per kickoff return. While he turns 31 years old this October and hasn't been a full-time returner since 2023, his reliable hands, spatial awareness, and crisp route running give him genuine game-day value in John Harbaugh's new system. Now examine the strategic implications for this roster construction as preseason play against the Minnesota Vikings approaches. Assuming General Manager Joe Schoen carries 6 wide receivers on the 53-man roster, the top spots are already locked down by star rookie Malik Nabers, Darius Slayton, offseason addition Darnell Mooney, Calvin Austin III, and rookie Malachi Fields. Calvin Austin was only given $450,000 in guaranteed money this spring, making his spot far less secure than many fans assume. If Berrios continues to dominate slot reps and handle punt returns, he directly threatens Austin's roster standing. Meanwhile, former third-round pick Jalin Hyatt is desperately trying to save his career in New York by taking reps as a gunner on punt coverage. Insiders suggest that if Hyatt fails to make the cut, a potential trade for Cleveland Browns receiver Cedric Tillman could be on the table to salvage trade value while sending Hyatt away. This creates a high-stakes tactical chess match for the coaching staff. Berrios offers immediate short area separation on third downs, acting as a security blanket for the passing game while delivering elite ball security on punt returns. If he secures a roster spot, the coaching staff gains a proven veteran who excels in tight coverage without costing a single dollar in dead salary cap space if things go awry. His veteran instincts allow him to diagnose secondary coverages quickly, giving the quarterback a reliable option when pressure breaks through the line. Do you think Braxton Berrios deserves a spot over Jalin Hyatt or Calvin Austin on Week 1? Drop your exact wide receiver rankings in the comments below right now. If you believe Big Blue is building the most physical special teams unit in the division, smash that like button and let rival fans know the G-men are coming. But as dramatic as this slot battle is becoming, the next story contains a massive shockwave that has the entire building talking. Because while Berrios fights for the bottom of the depth chart, a legendary superstar receiver just stormed into first-team reps and completely turned back the clock. Nostalgia or legitimate wide receiver primary threat? Stay locked in as we uncover the truth. A move 3 years in the making. Sources say the file sat on the desk since April. The identity everyone is asking about? Odell Beckham Jr., and the locker room already knows the storm is coming. When the 33-year-old superstar wide receiver signed back with the New York Giants in June, the entire football world assumed it was nothing more than a ceremonial reunion. Fans remembered his explosive early years alongside Eli Manning after being drafted in 2014, but viewed his signing as a feel-good story rather than a legitimate battle for a roster spot. Beckham hadn't played a snap of regular season football since 2024 with the Miami Dolphins, where he logged just 9 catches for 55 yards across 9 games. Most analysts predicted he would be released before training camp concluded due to lack of recent production. Yet the narrative inside East Rutherford has completely flipped upside down over the past 2 weeks. Beat reporters from across the beat have watched in disbelief as Beckham regularly lines up with the first-team offense during heavy team scrimmage sessions. ESPN insider Jordan Raanan confirmed that Beckham isn't just making flashy individual plays during one-on-one drills, but is displaying consistent hands, sharp route running, and veteran precision against starting defensive backs. With primary target Malik Neighbors working through injury rehabilitation and managed workload, Beckham stepped straight into high-leverage first-team reps and made the absolute most of every single opportunity handed to him. This resurgence changes the entire dynamic of the wide receiver room for head coach John Harbaugh. Having previously coached Beckham during their shared time with the Baltimore Ravens, Harbaugh understands exactly how to utilize Beckham's football IQ and leadership inside a young locker room. While nobody expects Beckham to be a full-time starter once Neighbors returns to full strength, his ability to execute in red zone packages and third down conversions gives him a distinct advantage over competitors like Juju Smith-Schuster. Furthermore, Beckham's strong camp performance might be the final nail in the coffin for Jalin Hyatt's tenure in New York. If Hyatt cannot prove consistency or contribute on special teams, the front office will prioritize Beckham's veteran reliability and chemistry with the offensive playbook. From a tactical perspective, having OBJ as a secondary or tertiary receiving option provides invaluable depth for a team aiming to bounce back in the NFC East. Defensive coordinators can no longer stack the box against the run when a seasoned route runner capable of winning contested catches is lining up on the perimeter. Young cornerbacks have already praised Beckham's mentorship during practices, proving his presence extends far beyond Saturdays and Sundays. The energy surrounding his return has injected noticeable confidence into the entire offense during critical practice periods. Furthermore, rumor has it, according to local beat writers, that Beckham's work ethic in film sessions has set a new benchmark for the entire receiving corps. Is Odell Beckham Jr. officially back as a reliable target, or is this just a summer illusion? Type OBJ in the comments if you believe he makes the final 53-man roster. Hit that like button right now to support Big Blue as we gear up for kickoff. However, as thrilling as Odell's comeback story continues to be, our third update shifts focus to the defensive side of the ball. The front office just finalized a late summer defensive signing that adds intrigue to the secondary depth chart. Emergency patch or hidden gem for the defense? Let us dive straight into the latest addition, a silent move made in the dark. The ink hit the paper while the media was looking elsewhere. The name? Safety JT Woods. Now watch how John Harbaugh is reshaping this defensive secondary piece by piece. CBS Sports insider Matt Zenitz broke the news that the New York Giants officially signed the former third-round pick to bolster depth in the defensive backfield. Woods was originally selected by the Los Angeles Chargers with the 79th overall pick in the 2022 NFL Draft. During his 2 seasons in Los Angeles, he appeared in 13 games with 1 career start, recording 8 total tackles before being released in 2024. Since then, Woods bounced around 5 different practice squads across the league without logging an official game snap. While those numbers might not impress casual observers, John Harbaugh and his defensive staff saw untapped raw physical traits worth evaluating during the remainder of training camp. The Giants finished their 2025 campaign ranked in the middle of the pack in pass defense, placing 16th overall by surrendering 214.2 passing yards per game. As Harbaugh establishes his culture in New York, upgrading depth at safety and nickel positions remains a top priority. Woods possesses elite length and track-level speed, assets that can be honed under a coaching staff renowned for developing defensive backs. While he faces an uphill battle to secure a spot on the initial 53-man roster after joining camp at this late stage, giving him reps in preseason games offers a zero-risk evaluation for the front office. The strategic value of this signing lies in creating fierce competition at the bottom of the secondary depth chart. During joint practices and upcoming preseason games, Woods will compete directly against fringe defensive backs for special teams coverage roles. In Harbaugh's system, backup safeties are required to excel on kickoff and punt coverage units, an area where Woods' speed can make an immediate impression. If he displays disciplined tackling and sound positional awareness over the next 3 preseason games, he could earn a spot on the practice squad or force a tough decision during final cuts. His arrival signals to every defensive back in camp that no roster spot is guaranteed based on draft status alone. Adding secondary depth also protects the defense against unexpected injuries during the grueling regular season schedule. With complex offensive schemes dominating the NFC East, having versatile DBs who can step in on sub-packages is vital for defensive stability. Harbaugh's willingness to scout practice squads and unearth athletic talent reflects a relentless drive to improve every corner of the roster. Woods now has the opportunity of a lifetime to revive his career under one of the most respected head coaches in football. Rumor has it from league sources that defensive coordinators plan to test his deep third coverage instincts during the upcoming exhibition games to see if his tools translate into production. Can JT Woods shock the coaching staff and earn a roster spot this month? Drop your thoughts in the comments section below. Smash that subscribe button if you trust John Harbaugh to build a dominant Big Blue defense. Now that we have analyzed all three major developments from East Rutherford, it is time to bring everything together. From wide receiver battles to defensive additions, the landscape in New York is shifting rapidly. Stay right here for our final breakdown and double cliffhanger. 3 distinct storylines, 1 clear message from East Rutherford. Braxton Berrios is redefining the slot position, Odell Beckham Jr. is proving his resurgence is real, and JT Woods brings emergency speed to a retooled secondary. John Harbaugh is not interested in reputation or past draft slots. He is building a disciplined, ruthless football team ready to physically compete in the NFC East. If these veteran moves pay off, the gap between New York and the division crown will close much faster than critics predicted. Big Blue Nation, here is your call to action. First, hit that like button right now if you believe the Giants are going to shock the entire league this season. Second, drop a comment with your exact Week 1 wide receiver prediction. Does OBJ or Berrios start in the slot? Third, hit subscribe immediately to join the Ultimate Giants community and outshout Philadelphia and Dallas fans all year long. Now pay close attention because here is your double cliffhanger. Internally, a secret trade call was made regarding a former high draft pick receiver, and final roster cuts over the next 48 hours could trigger a massive trade before the preseason opener. Externally, our rivals in Philadelphia just cleared salary cap space and are eyeing the exact same veteran defensive back to counter New York's new aerial attack. Which domino falls first in the NFC East? That story drops next. Stay locked in, smash subscribe, and let us make MetLife Stadium shake. Go Big Blue!